You are listening to a special edition of the Frankton Eagles Report, a recap and reaction from head coach Brent Brobston following Frankton's just incredible 55-24 win at Blackford on Friday night. It's only on the Central Indiana Sports Report, and it starts right now. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Frankton Eagles fans, whenever you've chosen to listen to the Central Indiana Sports Report. Couldn't be happier to have you here. Whoa, what a night for the Frankton Eagles. Frankton went to Blackford certainly as the underdogs. Bruins entered the game 13-0, the best start in school history. And they left 13-1, throttled by the Eagles 55-24. Just an incredible night for the Frankton Eagles boys basketball program. It's hard to even know where to start. I think it starts with junior center Trey Bennett outscoring, again, I want to emphasize this, previously unbeaten and 6th ranked Blackford by himself 25-24, nearly out-rebounding them as well. He finished with career highs 25 points, 18 rebounds. He was 7 for 10 from the field. He made his final 5 free throws and finished 5 for 7. And senior Blake Nickham was almost as good, 18 points, 7 for 10 from the field. He also had 6 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 assists, a block shot, and just wreaked havoc on the Blackford offense with his defense. Very good night as well for freshman Ashton Brobston. 4 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals, and had the primary job of limiting Blackford star Mari Leggett to a season-low 12 points. Leggett, a sophomore and a potential Big Ten level athlete, came into the game averaging 27.5 points per game. His previous low was 18 points in a 28-point win over Clinton Prairie. Ethan Stansbury had 5 points and 4 rebounds, also played great defense. Noah Melvin and Eli Birch only scored 3 points combined, but they did have 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals. Great team defense for Frankton. Fewest points for Blackford since a 74-13 loss at Oak Hill on February 12th, 2016. Frankton held the Bruins to half of their previous low, which was 48 and a 9-point win over Bluffton in their second game of the season. So let's talk a little bit about how they got it done. Bennett scored the first 4 points for the Eagles, and it was 4-0 a minute into the game. A Stansbury 3 and a Bennett put back off of a Birch miss gave Frankton a 10-4 lead with 1:27 left in the first quarter, and it looked like that would be the score at the end of the first quarter, but Leggett hit a 3 with 3 seconds left. It was 10-7 Frankton after 1, and they just got better every quarter after that. Jacob Berry hit a long 2 to cut the lead to 1 early in the second period, but then Bennett scored on an inbound lob from Brobston and scored on an assist from Melvin to make it 14-9. A Nickham drive and a Brobston three-pointer extended the advantage to 19-11, and then Bennett made two free throws. It was 21-11 with 2:43 left before halftime. Leggett made 2 free throws just before halftime to cut the lead to 21-13, and Blackford scored 8 of the first 10 points of the second half and were within 2 points at 23-21 with 4:20 left after a Leggett 3-point play. That's when Frankton responded with one of the most incredible runs you'll ever see. It started with 14 straight points, all scored by Bennett and Nickham. Bennett made 2 free throws, and then Nickham made a three-pointer. It was 28-21. After Bennett converted a 3-point play, Nickham scored 6 straight points on 3 fast break layups off of Blackford turnovers. Suddenly, with a minute 26 left to go in the third quarter, it was Frankton 37, Blackford 21. Frankton seemed in control, and if they didn't then, they did very soon after that. It was 39-22 after the third quarter, and all Frankton did was score the next 9 points. Again, all by Nickham and Bennett. Frankton outscored Blackford 16-2 in the fourth quarter to complete one of the best victories in a long time for Frankton, according to Coach Brobston. And we will get to him in just a minute. Before we do, want to let you know what's going on at the Central Indiana Sports Report. We've had a busy weekend. On Friday morning, we released a very special IU report with our IU guys, Grant Schaus and Mike Hutzel. They were joined by guest Dave Chanley, a former IU team manager and longtime season ticket holder who was at the national championship game with their reflections on perfection. And on Sunday, we will have a special college football report with Michelle Garman of the Tipton Tribune and Elwood Call Leader, where she'll share her thoughts. She will have some friends and special guests with her. We will be back on Saturday with a recap and reaction from the game in Knightstown at the Hoosier Gym against Westell. Then another Frankton Eagles report on Thursday. Go check out last Thursday's if you haven't listened to it yet. Welcome back to the Central Indiana Sports Report. Brent Brobston, and I've been thinking about this since the end of the game and you calling. I have no idea where to start. There's so much. I guess defense and rebounding, that was the key, right?
Yeah, I thought we rebounded the ball extremely well tonight. I think we only gave up 3 offensive rebounds on the night, I believe. I may be wrong, but I think it was somewhere close to that. Obviously, we're truly excited with a big win over a very good basketball team who's very well coached. I got a lot of respect for Aaron. I think he's done a fabulous job there. And, I thought our kids tonight just battled throughout the entirety of the game and played really hard throughout. So it was a good win for us.
Yeah, definitely the best win of the year. One of the best wins you've had in a long time. This is a really good Blackford team. The 13-0 is not a mistake. And for you to have a guy outscore and almost out-rebound their entire team, what a night.
Trey was phenomenal tonight. He had 25 points and 18 rebounds, and I thought he played extremely well. And he was huge for us. I mean, he just dominated the boards, like you said, 18 rebounds and very accurate around the rim. And he's worked extremely hard every game. I'm super proud of the kid. He's just busted his butt every night.
And I thought Blake Nickham was just as good. He controlled this game in a big way with his defense, also scored 18 points, turned a lot of defense into offense, and just really used his athleticism to his advantage.
Blake's been tremendous. What a breakout season for him. He's worked extremely hard to get to where he's at, and he was huge for us tonight. He propelled us offensively, and I can't say enough about what he's done. And it was a really good team effort overall because you defensively obviously have a lot in that game plan, and I thought that Noah Melvin did an outstanding job on Kitterman. I thought this was Noah was back healthy, and he had been sick on us, and getting back and he's not full strength, but he's pretty close, and he just played an outstanding game on him. And then I thought that Ashton did a really good job on Leggett and tried to contain him. And I think he did a good job, and the help of his teammates, obviously being there to either double or help, was huge for us. And in the game plan, Stansbury was enormous defensively too. And then Birch provided what he's done all year and given us a good, whether he started or off the bench, he's been huge for us.
It's tough for freshmen to guard anybody, but to have that kind of performance against a player like Mari Leggett, I thought really stood out for Ashton tonight.
This was a big game for Ashton. I think he understood the task at hand, and he was going to use the majority of his energy tonight to try to contest every shot he could with his length. And I think he did a really good job of that. He got a little tired on us down the stretch, and we missed some critical drives there just a little bit down the stretch where Leggett was able to get to the rim a little. But all in all, our guys that were in the help side and where they're supposed to be, they were there 99% of the time. So, yeah, I couldn't be more proud of Ashton for his defensive effort. Thought it was excellent.
Early in the third quarter, Leggett had a 3-point play, 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. They cut the lead to 2 points. Your team responded with 14 straight and outscored Blackford, I believe, from that point by 28 points. Incredible. You talked about the lapel stretch being the best of the season. That had to be even better.
I think we learned a lot from the lapel game. That was a great game for us to play. It was a game of spurts. And like I told you, when we got beat that night, I said the best thing that could happen to us is that we learn from this. So if we had gone back and pouted and not taken it the way we needed to take it, as how did we get beat and what could we have done better as a coaching staff and players, because there's things that I could have done better as a coach in that lapel game that I didn't do, and there's things that the players could have done better that they didn't do, and there's stuff that our staff could have done better. And I think we all went back to the table of what we do wrong. We got better, and tonight that's one of the reasons I'm very proud of the win tonight, is just from a standpoint of when we got that lead, we pushed that lead even higher, and we didn't let them back in the game and even have any opportunity to have any hope. And that shows you the quality of our kids and how they've learned from that lapel loss and gotten better.
This kind of game can really build some confidence.
No question. If the kids wondered about where we're at and what we're trying to accomplish, I think tonight, again, was another stamp of approval to them of we're doing the right things, we're headed in the right direction, and we're starting to climb the ladder of playing our best basketball as we're heading down the stretch. Our guys that Birch, Nickham, and Brobston, they didn't have a ton of varsity experience coming in, but now they do, and you're starting to see those three really play well. We already knew Melvin Stansbury and Bennett would. We've added in Isaac Fair, who's come in a little bit and played some varsity minutes. Osborne, some kids that are younger, trying to get a few minutes here and there. And I think that we're starting to climb the ladder in a real good direction.
Any word on Saturday and whether the game's going to be played?
Yeah, we're playing. It's a 4 o'clock JV tip at Hoosier Gym, then 5:15 to 5:30 varsity follows. The plan is to get over there, get that game in, and then obviously get back before the snow starts late Saturday.
All right. Well, we look forward to hearing from you after that one, too. Coach Brent Brobston, go get some sleep.
Will do. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Coach Brobston. Thanks to you for listening. Always appreciate it. Do us a huge favor. Share this podcast with a Frankton Eagles fan in your life. Help us spread the word that the Central Indiana Sports Report is talking about what Central Indiana sports fans are talking about every single day. Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media, and I love Susie. It's great to be a Frankton Eagle.